Kuu Kuu Harajuku. The series that Nickelodeon didn't give that much of a chance, and it did better on Nick Jr. But man, oh man, did this series have so much lost media. And as you can see, this is the poster that was shown on IMDb. And I fixed it because it originally looks like this. You see the problems with it? That angel render looks mirrored, and that music one just does not look right. Also, it's like they fan edited the music charm with her head. It looks like that she's not happy. But with a little editing and boom, it's now fixed. But that's not to say about that. I'm here to talk about the concept art and prototypes of what the series has. Now, Kuu Kuu Harajuku is a show that has so much lost media, and not a lot of people know it. Honestly, it would be quite special to see lost media get discovered, because we have been in this new era where so much lost media is found in the last few years. Examples include the Bubble Guppies pilot pitch, which was, not a lot of people were not that impressed that it looked too shiny, but honestly, I don't mind. But man, they gave Mr. Gruber those big lips, didn't they? Another shocking one was the Blue's Clues pilot, which I thought that would never be found. But it got found anyway. It's a shame that it got taken down twice. Thanks a lot, Paramount. But yeah, the Blue's Clues pilot was also found. One of the Bluey pilots was found, and that was real surprising. Not sure if it was the one pitched by Asian Animation Summit, but that right here was really interesting. Oh my gosh, even Kung Fu Sock had that test pilot being found out of nowhere, and that was very surprising. Also, I am so impressed to see that Kung Fu Sock got so much talk from that video when the lost media was found there, and man, oh man, it really was a big surprise. So yeah, it may be possible for Kuu Kuu Harajuku lost media to be found, if that will ever happen, because there is so much lost media it has. In fact, this is probably one of the things that I honestly would love to see being found. Presenting the Kuu Kuu Harajuku test pilot. It was originally called Harajuku 5, like the band itself, HJ5, the long saying of HJ5, and it was pitched on the Asian Animation Summit in 2013. If I see that pilot being found, then that would be a major discovery on Gwen Stefani's animated series. Here's a shot of G, Music, and Angel trying to stay away from danger on those aliens, which is quite a coincidence given how Kuu Kuu Harajuku's first episode in actuality was 0G in the Australian run. Also, this was animated, and the concept art looked a bit different compared to the real deal, though I can see from what it is going for Kuu Kuu Harajuku with that test pilot back then in 2013, more than a decade ago. This is another shot of HJ5, as they used to look like this. They used to have that same skin palette compared to the actual series, which honestly, I don't mind because it is quite unique, because so many people say that their palette swapped. Well, in this, they have the exact same look, but it's just a test for what it is compared to the final product itself. This was pitched by Moody Street Productions, of course, and that led to it having changes, as it was originally called Harajuku 5, or known as HJ5 there, and there are some other shots of the series that might as well be seen. This is one of them being shown, as you can see. There used to be just HJ5. It was originally going to be just HJ5. No Rudy, no Rod, no Chewie, just HJ5 themselves. And as you can see right there, they are stuck in a ship and they're sharks. Yeah, that is quite intense for what they were doing on one of the test shots of the series and its plans. Another one is shown when HJ5 they had to escape from this giant net. Not sure who it is, but here's another little fun fact there. There is Tenchi, I, Ongaku, and Baby. Yes, you know what that means? I means love in Japanese. Tenchi means angel in Japanese, and Ongaku means music in Japanese. That was a pretty clever thing they did, though the final product did have some good things as well. I mean, I think there was some kanji in it, which is quite creative for what they did on the Harajuku style, as it is an inspiration. And no, it is not whitewashed. Those types of people are just crazy, because there is a difference. It is inspired. In fact, there are so many things about it that it has some elements to Japan, and of course, Harajuku itself, which is in Japan. Another concept art about Kuu Kuu Harajuku would be this right here. It has the same thing, but it's different. You see, the stage is kind of similar, but it's different. You see, there's these aliens. They're trying to zap through HJ5, and that right here. Yeah, that brings me to some Season 1 memories, though. It is different. There is no Rudy, just HJ5. This right here might as well be the last of them so far on that coming soon thing with Moody Street Productions. This has G and Baby running away from these zombies. Oh yeah, they were planning to have a zombie episode. And that right here, I mean, it could be fitting for Halloween. Man, if only Kuu Kuu Harajuku got a 4th season. Too bad that unfortunately couldn't happen. As it was planned, it was originally going to have like 3 seasons, and then the crew wanted a 4th season, but then nope, it just had to just end up just like that due to how it was done internationally and the doll sales not being the best. But yeah, that right here is another shot of concept art on HJ5 just running away from these zombies. Now, this is another artwork, probably by Roger Quilatan. He says that, hey, maybe Kuu Kuu Harajuku can get a reboot. I mean, I would love Season 4, but I wouldn't mind a reboot if done well. And this might also be concept art of the series itself, from its plans and how it was done. I mean, for the love of goodness, it was planned ever since the Love Angel Music Baby album was a success back in the 2000s. It took almost a decade for this series to happen. All of that work, all those plans, just for Kuu Kuu Harajuku to happen with its 3-season run. And there is another one. This is another concept art on Love from Kuu Kuu Harajuku, and as you can see, it is more akin to the Harajuku Lovers design, akin to, well, the final product, which it's a pretty nice touch that they did this. So, the Harajuku lover watches. As you can see, the schoolgirl watch. That design right here might have led to the final product of the series with Love, Angel, Music, and Baby having those schoolgirl uniforms, each with different colors to represent, the colors like red, purple, blue, and pink. While G retained the same while gaining a jacket. But they were originally going to have these plans to look more like the Harajuku Lover perfumes, which had these different styles, and this is one of them with Love. And I have one more to show, but it might not be in the best quality. This is another concept art of Kuu Kuu Harajuku. Unfortunately, from what I've heard, this is lost if done in full quality. Because apparently Roger Quilatan, he had a computer and most of the files were not saved as it was dying out. And this is Angel, G, and Music. Not really sure if there was Love and Baby. But this right here, man oh man, it's a shame that unfortunately got lost in higher quality. Maybe one day it'll be found, but honestly, I doubt it at this point. And I might as well talk about this, it was originally going to be called, Kuu Kuu Harajuku, like the bird, and then Kuu Kuu Harajuku with O's, but no, they just ended up with Kuu Kuu Harajuku with the U's, which, well, I don't really mind with these changes, and this is concept art design from promo art of the series, back then with DHX Media. Bring on the music! Yep. And Network 10 itself. It really brought to some hints about Kuu Kuu Harajuku there, especially that there was a promo about Kuu Kuu Harajuku and claimed that so much of this is from the series. Well, here's the thing, they're not. I haven't seen any of those shots from Season 1, except the one with Jay and the HJ5 and that was from a few seconds on Jay. This is awfully deep from Season 1. And the others, as you can see, they are most likely concept art, except for the map of Harajuku itself, which I might as well show in a higher quality. Well, kinda in higher quality, as this was represented on Gwen Stefani's Spark the Fire. Yes, that is Harajuku itself. That is Harajuku City right there. It was shown on Spark the Fire, and after that, Kuu Kuu Harajuku just, later on, and probably many months later, or even a year later, Kuu Kuu Harajuku then premiered in Australia on November 1st, 2015 with Zero G and Angel Food. And something that might as well also be lost media are those little commercial breaks with Gwen Stefani and HJ5. Given how G is supposed to be the anime version of Gwen Stefani, well, in the later seasons, it might as well be different because Gwen Stefani was her anime itself as Gwen FD on Season 3 since The Sweet Life. And this right here, maybe these can be found in the US. They might be region locked on Australia, but this, whoever did this as a fan made like that, then that would be very impressive to just have the YouTube video thing like that with that layout. But yeah, that right here is also lost media with so many bumpers on seasons 1, 2, and 3. But yeah, that's all for the concept arts. Though there are there are the sketches, which I might as well show, but Kuu Kuu Harajuku really had quite a history ever since its plans back in the 2000s. It took them that long for this series to be made, and it led to it gaining a total of 3 seasons, though a 4th season would be nice to continue, as at least one more season to conclude the series in a higher notes. But, yeah. Anyway, here are the sketches. As the designer, the character designer being Kylo May, probably did a pretty good job with the concert outfit on G. And then there's the other concert outfit, probably used from Super Kawaii Sunday. There's one on Baby with her Teddy outfit. There's one on Music with her concert costume, though it might as well be the animal-themed one, as I do see the cat ear headband, and it is in her normal hairstyle instead of the one used on the final product. There's the concert costume of Love herself with that big bow surrounded by hearts. And there is Angel with her concert costume. If Kyla May actually designed these, or someone else, or even Gwen Stefani even, these were pretty done well with the amount of colors that they were given to be more different and special on their own way. But yeah, Kuu Kuu Harajuku really had quite a history with these sketches, with these pitch pilots, and maybe one day, with lost media being lost, they are now being found. So many, say for some, like me and my friends, the pilot of the Backyardigans. Oh, maybe one day the Kuu Kuu Harajuku pilot from the Asian Animation Summit back in 2013 will be found one day. Anyway, guys, this is Kawaii Life Antonio, signing off. Peace.